Welcome back to another episode. And I know you're wondering what is going on. You're expecting to see the gold M57 BMW engine Nissan Patrol, but what we have here is an older Patrol. So we actually did take the Patrol to the exhaust shop, and it got a nice 3-inch exhaust, straight pipe. So it's sounding really, really good. And now, this morning, it was taken in for stainless steel boost pipe. So it's going to be maybe through the weekend, and maybe next week, we might have an episode for you for the test. But for today, I'm going to introduce you to my first ZD30 Nissan Patrol, which is the one I had originally before I got the other one for the engine swap. And I'll explain why I didn't do the engine swap on this one in another video. For today, let me just introduce you. So I got this one about 2 years ago from a government auction, and it was a really good deal. I couldn't turn it down, and I've been building it since then. I've done some new tires on it, I've done some paint work, some interior work, and I'm going to show you around this car, and then you're going to get a few minutes to play in the mud, and then you're going to go and have it cleaned. So like I said, this is a 2005 Nissan Patrol Y61 with a ZD30 directly injected 3-liter turbo diesel engine. So there you go. So we have 16-inch wheels with the stock rims and some nice mud terrain tires with still some good tread on them. Then you have the usual Patrol hub for your diff lock front, some nice side steps, and you have your fuel tank. This car actually comes with 2 fuel tanks to make a total of about 100 liters. So one is about 70 liters and the other one is about 30 liters. So, and then you have the spare wheel at the back hanging on the door, which is never a good thing because it does screw up your hinges over time. And then we have an aftermarket reversing camera, which seems to be falling off. This is an aftermarket snorkel. It didn't come with it. I had to put this one. So this is actually a local, and you can see this little thing here. So I've been made to believe that this was the actual car that the current president of the country was riding in when he was Minister of Agriculture in 2005. I've been made to believe that. I'm not entirely sure about that, but that's what I've been told. So let's have a look at the interior, see what that looks like. So it's a manual transmission, and then you have your 4-wheel lever here. I reconditioned this panel because they were worn out. They're not looking very good. Then this is an aftermarket radio. And then I redid the dashboard, some nice leather here. This guy actually did a very good job. What else do we have? I also changed the windscreen because the windscreen was visibility wasn't that good on that old windscreen. I think because it sat in the sun for too long under the elements, and it didn't quite work very well. People who did the windscreen did not do a very good job, so it's kind of leaking a bit, but that's something that's an easy fix. And then you have some nice leather seats, not the purest form of leather, not the highest quality leather, but they're leather and they work and they're fine. Then you have the back seats. Now the back seats, since this is an old 2005 vehicle, does not have an armrest on the back seats. And then if I can show you all the way at the back in the trunk. So this is actually a 7-seater vehicle, but I had to get rid of the back seats so that I can create more space for myself, so I can carry my bike and some of my equipment and whatnot. Okay, so that's the back. It's actually a 7-seater vehicle stock. Right, so let's have a quick look at the engine. So there is the direct injection ZD30 turbo, and it's pretty much stock. The only thing I've done to this vehicle is an overhaul, which some of you might have seen in the channel. There's a dedicated video for an overhaul of the engine. And then the other thing I did was to get this fuel separator. Okay, so this is actually supposed to be mounted on the other side, but then we didn't have an idea. We didn't have the mounting plate, and we really wanted to mount it quickly, so we did mount it here. Now this one, what this does is when you get fuel that has water in it, it actually separates the diesel and the water, and it keeps the water away from the engine and the diesel goes straight into the engine. So it's actually called a fuel separator. Okay, so that's basically what I've done to this car. The rest of it is pretty much stock. Okay, then I also got a turbo for this car. So you can see the turbo is brand new because turbos are problematic when they're old. And that's pretty much it. So it's a ZD30. And like I said, in another episode, I'll be explaining all the reasons why I opted to go for a different Nissan Patrol as opposed to this one. But for today, let's just go and play in the mud, and then we go and wash it and call it a day. Guys, so unfortunately there's not enough mud. There used to be a lot of mud on this little hill here, and it gets very, very slippery and muddy. But it looks like they fixed it, and there's nothing worth a Nissan Patrol video in the mud. So I think we'll just turn around and go and wash this car, and maybe we can shoot a specific off-road video for this car. If you guys want to see that, let me know in the comments. But for now, let's go and have it washed. And I hope you enjoyed this episode. This was just a plug-in episode because I and you guys, I know, I've been waiting for the BMW M57 Patrol, but it's taking a bit longer than I thought. But maybe, hopefully, next week we'll have the stainless steel boost pipe done, and we can do the pools in Naivasha. I've seen you guys asking for the pools in Naivasha. We're going to be doing that, and it's going to be an entertaining episode. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one.